My name is Courtney Brooks, also known as Courtney the Curator and C. Brooks Art, and I'm originally from Denver, Colorado, and I've been in Atlanta since 2004, so going on 19 years. My journey as an artist started in childhood, like most artists. My mother was my first artist. She used to do collages of Jet magazine covers, and so that was like my first exposure to art. Throughout grade school, I always took art classes. I remember winning an award in 3rd grade for watercolor painting. I did a Victorian style house, and my mother took it to work, and one of her coworkers wanted to purchase it, and she said no, and brought it home and told me that I could be a famous artist one day. The greatest lessons that I've taken in throughout this art life and this journey is maintaining relationships with creatives and artists, and knowing how to navigate your community, being able to give back to the community, incorporate them into your projects, and just identifying what your story is that can be impactful. Activism has to have art. How else do you get the message out? And so whether it's through visual arts or performing arts, films, music, I think thinking of James Brown with "Say It Loud, I'm Black and I'm Proud" was definitely like the anthem during the Civil Rights Movement. But even just later, in more present days, you see a lot of murals that go up that fight justice or that just bring social awareness. One of the projects I am proud of was a mural collaboration that I did on the Beltline, on the East Side Trail of the Beltline in 2021, following the Black Lives murals that were being put up on sidewalks throughout the states. And I was able to curate about 6 to 7 Black and brown artists to put up work that was entitled "Reflection of Change." And I wanted to have work that showed Black and brown artists in a positive light and not really focus on trauma, but to show guests and visitors that's walking past that there is joy in the community and there is hope and there's resilience. And just wanted to show our work in a public space that didn't always have to deal with trauma or heartache. I can be a bridge builder. I just feel like I'm always connecting artists with one another. I take pride in having relationships with artists, and I feel like I'm just like the little social butterfly that supports everyone. If I have a chance, whether I'm reposting on social media or going to different art openings, I always want to support artists and put people onto new events. I always use a hashtag, another dope art experience. So just to put people on, and I feel like I was doing that before I became a full-time artist, when I was a bartender and a server, and people will come out of town, and I'll go through creative loafing and be like, this is the art show you need to go to, this is an event. So I've always tried to put people on to like great experiences that has to do with art. Yes, the ArtsXchange definitely helped spread my wings as a curator. Prior to me working at the ArtsXchange as a gallery director in 2019, I was always doing just pop-up shows that happened for one night. And Jackson Gallery gave me the space to create and curate spaces for artists for work to be seen for a longer period of time. And that way I was able to connect with the community, able to meet new collectors, be able to sell the work, engage. And so there's been so many relationships that came from ArtsXchange, and it just makes me happy that a lot of collectors, whether it was their first time buying work or an artist's first time ever showing inside of a gallery, that I was able to create that experience. I'm super grateful to be honored in this way. It is very heartfelt and a full circle to come back around to the ArtsXchange, to be honored for the work and be recognized for the things that I have done throughout Atlanta. And I'm just super grateful to be honored under the Ebon Dooley Award because of the person that he was and how he established the ArtsXchange. So if it wasn't for him, we wouldn't be here for this. So I'm grateful.